Hi guys, I'm Max, and we are back at the Mecca, and it's a beautiful day of November. And I'm here with some new talent, some new talent. Amanda, I love when we have new talent at Goals because you see people popping. Sometimes you're like, oh my God, who is this person? So Amanda's doing the Ferrigno coming up this weekend, the NPC section of it. Amanda, tell me, how excited are you to do the Ferrigno?
I'm very excited. This is actually the first time I'm stepping on stage.
Wow.
Yeah, I believe that you should be an athlete first before you become a competitor. So I spend a lot of my years getting ready for this day and for the years to come. I'm very awesome. Excited. So and cool. I'm actually doing this caliber right after too.
Boom. All right. Yeah. So we'll talk more after the workout. What are we training today?
We are training chest and a little bit of shoulders.
Awesome. Let's get in there.
Awesome.
Alright, you guys, we just wrapped up a nice little chest and shoulder session with Amanda. Amanda, you look great. I can't believe this is actually your first show. So I want to go back a little bit, and since you're kind of new in town, let the viewers know where you came from, how you got involved in this, a little bit of a background, and then so if they go to the Ferrigno, they'll actually know a little bit more about you.
Sure. Yeah, so I'm Amanda Machado. I was born and raised in São Paulo, Brazil, but I've been in US for about 12 years. I was an exchange student. Then I decided to go to a university for hospitality, and I stayed in US studying for 5 years. And I was also a swimmer back in Brazil. I swam for many years, and when I came to US, I needed to find something to fulfill that competitor in me.
You were a pro, right?
I was a pro, yes. Yeah. I was swimming all over South America. Wow. And here the swimming team was actually practicing at 5 o'clock in the morning. And back in the day, I wasn't driving. I was just so new. I could barely speak English. So I was just taking the bus to go to school, starting life here in America. I couldn't make to the swimming team training, so I decided to start doing things on my own. That's when I started going to the gym. I signed up for a gym called Bali that now doesn't even exist anymore. And I met a lot of people who were very much like me, who were there to do the right thing and do it 100%. So I developed myself, getting to understand a little bit about training different muscle groups, doing the cardio, which is a big part of the sport too. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't like, but it's necessary. Trying to understand a little bit of the diet too, what I'm supposed to eat, what I'm supposed to avoid, and really developing myself as a true athlete before becoming a competitor. When I looked at competitors on stage, I had so much respect that I wanted to wait for me to be there with them. I didn't rush things out. So right now I feel like I did my homework.
You paid your dues.
A lot of try and error, understanding a lot about my own body and especially my mind and all the little monsters that comes around sometimes of, oh, you can do this later, or this is silly. And now everything is gone and my mind is 100% at this. And I definitely want to become a pro. So I'm gonna do everything that I can to go there.
How many years ago did you start training?
I think it was about 8 years ago.
Wow.
8 years.
So this was a long time coming, this first competition.
Definitely. A lot of years of really getting to know myself and getting to know a little bit of the sport and all the science behind it.
That's right, it is a science. You have a lot of people that you've been fortunate to be able to get to know and work with. Brad Rose, actually your coach, you were telling me about that. So
correct.
Talk to me about Brad.
He's great. I actually met him here at Golds, and I had a lot of respect for him because he was very humbled when I shook his hand and I said he had an amazing performance with Oksana. I saw him on stage and I congratulate him, and he had the time to shake my hand and speak to me and that really touched me. He spoke very professional, very intelligent too, which I'm all for it. I don't want somebody just to tell me, yeah, I'm gonna help you out, just do what I tell you to do. He actually explained everything that we were doing. So I have a lot of respect for him, and he is one of the biggest reasons why I'm stepping on stage, because I feel ready. Also, I had the pleasure to meet Denise Mazzino just a couple years ago. We met each other at North Hollywood.
So Denise, which is actually from New York, which I thought that's where she was living, is actually living in California. You just told me that.
Correct, yes. And I go to her place most every week to practice my posing.
Nice.
She's great. She's a very good friend of mine. Hopefully soon we're gonna be able to shoot a video so we can bring her back to the Mecca, and so all the fans can get in touch with her again. But she's great. She's doing an amazing job. She just came up with an amazing production now that's called Adventures of Misfit. So
talk about that, because it's very cool. I mean, we'll talk to her as well, but yeah.
Yes, it's very interesting. It's actually about her dressed up as a superhero with some other people doing an amazing volunteer work and helping people around the world, and her with her incredible physique, she's flexing around the kids and everybody having a blast, and it's a great job. And Denise has so much heart and so much personality that she's really giving out all that she has back to society, which I think is great.
Yeah, that she's got a really good heart for doing that. This is the kind of stuff, the stories that is going on behind the scene that you never hear about, and it should be heard about, because it's
Absolutely.
so motivating and uplifting and inspiring to
Absolutely.
others.
And that's one of the reasons why I saw so much feedback from people who follow me on Instagram or follow me on Facebook, or people back in Brazil. When I went to Brazil just a couple weeks ago, I had the pleasure to meet a lot of people at my gym. We had a little workshop where over 60 people showed up just to hear about me talking how is to work out here at the Mecca, how is to be around the professional bodybuilders.
Wow, you're a celebrity already.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it was great because, everybody in my city had so much respect, and that's when I realized that actually I can do something with it, which is to give back to people and give back that, the strength, especially in women, who need that self-confidence to live around the world, which it's a man's world. But I want to bring back that confidence in women, which can be found in the gym.
Yeah, that's awesome. Is that something you would like to do, to eventually do seminars and travel and kind of like
Absolutely,
public speaking?
that would be great. That would be great to actually get to know more people and know their stories and what they go through, and help them out how I actually develop myself to be able to overcome all of these issues that come around, in life. And especially because what I see is that a lot of people, they look at professional bodybuilders and they think, well, that's all they do, so of course they can be at the gym for a lot of hours, they can prep their meals, they have time. So I hear that a lot, but what I try to remember people that's not quite the truth. There are a lot of bodybuilders out there who are rocking in different careers as well, and they actually have the time because they have the desire to become a champion. In my case, I do about 10 to 12 hours in one of the most iconic hotels in the world, which is the Beverly Wilshire.
Wow.
I work with I have a team that I managed, and they are over 50 employees.
Wow.
And we take care of 495 rooms on a daily basis. So I am very exhausted, but I still get home, I cook my meals, I prep my day for the next day, I do my cardio even if I have to do it 5 o'clock in the morning, and I go along with my day. And so every time that I hear somebody say I don't have time, I don't even hear.
Make time.
You make time. You make it happen. So.
I'm really glad you talked about that, because you're right. I mean, most people, have the tendency to believe that our bodybuilders, they all have contracts. They all have, all they have to do is train and eat and sleep all day.
No,
it may have been the case more in the past, not so much today.
No, yeah, and a lot of people think, oh, they must be sponsored, and because this is not.
It's rare.
And it's rare. It's very rare. Unfortunately, our sport, it's not yet like soccer or American football. Unfortunately, it's something that needs a little bit more recognition and a little bit more support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Ferrigno Legacy, why did you choose that show? Why did you decide this is going to be my first show?
I heard amazing things about it. Louis Ferrigno himself, it's somebody that I look up to.
Of course.
He's great. I love his story. And I just got inspired to do a show, and I heard so many good things.
Yeah.
A great marketing behind it too.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited, and that's why I chose. I just
Yeah.
thought it was great to do something with such an amazing athlete too.
Yeah. And with him and Chris Menez are definitely top world class promoter, and this whole entire gym. There's so many people from here
Right.
training for that show, amateur and professional. So I think once this weekend arrives, there'll be no one at Gold's.
Right.
It's gonna be completely deserted.
Everybody's gonna be
Everybody's getting in Palm Springs for the weekend, so
yes.
we're just gonna move Gold's in Venice in
Right.
Palm Springs.
Right.
But it's really cool because then you get to see and be seen by all your friends competing. I think it's gonna be
Absolutely.
great for you. So
Absolutely, and I really look forward to getting to know all the athletes, because I think that everybody has their own stories behind, their bodies.
Of course.
When you step on stage, there's so much that happens during the prep and all
Yeah.
the ups and downs.
Yeah.
And I have so much respect for all the athletes that actually finally got to the stage and made it happen. So I'm very, very excited to get to know everybody, especially the women.
Amanda, what's your Instagram and Facebook, and also so people can find you?
Sure, yes. On my Facebook, you can find Amanda Machado. Machado is Machado. And on Instagram is Amandinha, AMANDINHA1. So Amandinha1. It's a little bit of Portuguese there.
Gotcha. So go follow her, you guys. She looks great in here, and she
Thank
fits
you.
right in with us. I'm so glad we got this first piece with her.
Thank you so
I had to approach her. I hate to do that, to approach her and say, "Hey, would you like to shoot?" It sounds like a line, but you look so great, and I just figured you were doing, either something like the Ferrigno National or something like that. And
Thank you so much.
And,
I really hope to continue this journey. This is my first show, and it's not going to be my only show. I'm actually going to do Excalibur on the 9th as well. And then
Nice.
next year, hopefully, we're going to be on Nationals.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
Thank you so much, Amanda.
Thank you so much, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.